Okay, so we're recording. So this month's meeting, for those of you who are new and have never been on before, every single month Squad Goals has a group training, different topics. We discuss it with the directors to see what we feel the need is. And this month we decided to go for customer service, also customer follow-up, because it's very important. And sometimes we don't put systems in place and we get ourselves in a mess and it starts to feel overwhelming because we're kind of like everywhere. And that's something that I'm hoping that this can help with. If you are new, I highly encourage you guys to put a system in place now. Like, don't wait, don't say like, oh, I only have a few customers. That's perfect. You want to develop a system and something that gets rolling when you only have a few customers, because after that it starts getting crazy and you lose track and all the stuff. So we have the privilege tonight to have 5 speakers from our squad, which I'm so excited about. I reached out to a few of them today and they accepted the challenge, and I'm very, very excited because a lot of them have never done this before and they're stepping out of their comfort zone, and I'm super excited for them. So I'm going to speak last. We're going to have our 5 speakers. I told them, give me about 5 minutes. Give us about 5 minutes of something that you do with your customers that works for you, so that our teamies can pick from that. So hi, Selena. I didn't know you were jumping on today. I know you have church, girlfriend. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with Berlin. I'm going to ask you all to mute your mics. I can mute you guys also, but it'd just be a lot easier so I don't have to exit and then mute everybody. But before we start, somebody's mic's on. I'm going to have to find you. I will find you. Is that yours, Berlin?
Yeah, my kids
are. Okay, you leave you're fine. I was like, no, you're fine. Just FYI, you guys, customer service is going to be the big topic of the holiday season. So make sure you're taking notes. And if you guys have questions after every speaker, I'm going to ask you if you have a question for the speaker. That way we don't have to backtrack and then we forget what our questions are, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and start with Berlin. I texted Berlin a little while ago and I'm like, hey girlfriend, can you share what you do? And she said yes. So I'm very happy that you did. I'm gonna spotlight you right now, Berlin, and then you're gonna go ahead and get started. Go for it, girlfriend.
The nerves. I'm so sorry, guys. My kids are up, so I apologize ahead of time. My kids are super loud.
Don't apologize, because this is part of our business and this is what we do, period.
Yes. So what I do, well, majority of my customers are family or really close, so they already know me already. But I like to be personal with them. Like, not only like, hey girl, do you want 6 bars? Oh, are you running low? Do you need a refill of something? And that's that. Yeah, I want to build a long-lasting friendship and bondage with your customers, so they can know you actually really care about them and their well-being. And my cousin of mine, her dad just passed away not too long ago, which is my dad's cousin. So he's family, but I wasn't really close to him. But I still reached out to her like, hey cousin, how are you doing? Like, are you okay? How are you holding up? And that's that. And then right away, like after a while, it turned to her, I want another party. Although my party was successful, I want another party. And then from there, if it is successful, I want to be like what you do, a setting consultant. And which I'm having a party this Saturday for her. Was it the 14th? Is it this Saturday, the 14th? Okay. Oh, already. Okay. So I'm having a party. We're trying to get it together on that. Sean. Shh. So just be knowing that you really genuinely really care about them. Really like know, like it just makes them feel good and makes them know like, oh, you're not coming to me just because you want to sell something. And that's not what we're about. We're very caring, we're very genuine, and we're going to be there for our customers. And then also with the happy mail, I mean, yeah, Happy Mail. Mail, not meal. Happy Mail.
Happy Meal. I'll take a Happy Meal.
Happy Meal too, because you want to sneak in some goodies in there too, and I know everyone always talks about that too. So I always like, hey, what do you like? Do you like chocolate? Do you like sweets? Do you like tea? Do you like coffee? Trying to pick their brain, like what do they like, and that's how. Okay. I'm sorry. So just get to the nitty gritty, like what do they like? Like that's why I form a bondage with them, and then so that will turn into a long-lasting friendship, but also a customer, and then they will be loyal. They're your loyal customer. That's how you. But you have to be genuine about it, because people could sense fakeness, and I don't know. So just be very genuine about it all. But yeah, I guess that's what I do. I don't know.
I think you muted. Are you finished? Huh. Okay. I don't know. It went mute.
It says the host.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Wanted you mute, and I'm like, what? Okay.
Well, hello. Where'd you go?
It said the host wanted you muted or unmuted. I'm like, what?
No, not while you're talking, please.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna mute you now. Exactly what Berlin said, you guys, is the genuineness and getting to know your customers. That's dead on. That's something that I'm gonna touch on as well. But so they know that you're not just kind of like, oh, here's this. What do you want to order now? You know what I mean? Does anybody have any questions for Berlin? You can you can unmute yourself and ask her real quick if you do. If not, then we're going to move on to our next speaker. Thank you, Berlin. That's perfect. And that's one of the things that I'm going to touch on. So that's very, very good. Nobody? Questions? All right. We're going to go ahead and move on to Christina Calandrino. And I'm going to cancel the spotlight on Berlin. And going to find Christina. Where are you, Christina? I see Krista May. Hold on, let me exit full screen. There we go. It's hard when you have a couple pages. Christina, there you are, Christina. Okay, so let me spotlight you. And you can unmute yourself. There you go. Okay, Christina. Christina is on Rebecca. Berlin, whose team are you on? Can you unmute yourself? I forgot to say that. Who's your director?
Selena.
Selena. Okay, thank you. I forgot to say. And that's with Callie's Dreams, right? Callie
yes,
Dreams?
Callie
Okay,
Dreams.
perfect.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, so now we have Christina Calandrino. Director is Rebecca Moya with Waxslangers. All right, go ahead.
All right. Hi, everyone. So basically what I do every month, what Rebecca started was a sample night. And so we get together at the end of the month and kind of make our samples. And that's how I prepare all of my stuff for my VIPs for the next month. And I take advantage of that time for myself away from my daughter, my husband, and just kind of buckle down and get all of my Happy Meal, all of my everything ready for the following month so that whenever I have someone who orders from me, it's ready to go. I can either mail it out to them if it's a PWS order or a party order that isn't near me, or I have it ready to go when I do my porch drops or when someone will pick up from me. That way they're getting something special right away. And I love, love, love to spoil my VIPs. I usually give them lots of samples. It's usually stuff that they don't use all the time. So washer whiffs or soak, or a lot of my customers are just wax and warmers. They don't venture off into the other product lines yet. And so I want to get that product in their hands all the time. And that's how I spoil my people. Like almost every time they order, they're getting something extra from me, whether it's a scent circle or samples. Even the holiday bricks that came out there, I've sampled them out to them because a lot of people are, "Oh, I don't know if I want that scent," but I'm like, you're going to want this scent. You don't want to miss out on it. And I also use Amy to keep track of everything that I give to my customers, whether it's a sample, um, the full scent circle, anything like that. It goes in Amy. If they are a dog mom, it goes in Amy. If they like a sport, it goes in there. I just use Amy for everything. It helps me keep track of how frequent they're ordering, and it also keeps track of their things that they like. And when you get to having a lot of customers, that is going to help so much. I have probably like 40 people that consistently always order from me. And it's very hard when you have all your other things going on in life to remember all those little minute things. But that's what makes it so special for that person is when you remember, oh, they like this or they don't like that scent. So they're never getting something that they're not going to use. Or, hey, they do have a dog. Let me sample out the pet line to them, once a month. So they get those things. Maybe they'll start to really enjoy it. And that's how I started. Rebecca's wholehearted, like, follow Amy. It is a lifesaver. And since I started in May, I've been using it and it's the best thing for me. Like it is my secretary and I'm so thankful for it. It is the best.
Okay, so 2 questions that some people might have, I'm going to ask, and if there's more after.
Mhm.
One, how do you determine who is your VIP, and what is Amy for the new people, please?
So my VIP, I have a separate group on Facebook, and if they aren't, I started it from my party, my launch party. And anyone who orders from me or orders from another party that I have, I always personally ask them, would you like to join my VIP group on Facebook? That's where I show new releases. I do specials in there. I just kind of break down all the things, games. I do monthly things, raffles for my VIPs. And if they want to join, I send them the link and they join in. Amy is, I don't know how to describe it. I use it as like also the invoicing side of it. It's something when you first sign up with Scentsy, you get 3 or 4 months for free for being a new consultant. And I just jumped on that really quick.
Okay, so she touched on something that I'm going to do a training on next week about. The ones that are in my November sponsoring program have already started. We're going to talk about how to create a VIP group and how to use it and how to be an asset. So Christina, I'll probably call on you to partner with me that night when we do training, because I know Christina is very consistent on her customer follow-up and base. You can tell it in her PRV and her sales. So yeah, I'll be calling on you again. So that way you can share your expertise too. And then Amy, in a nutshell, is basically an app that, and you worded it perfectly. I never heard somebody call it their secretary. And that's exactly what it is. It's keeping track of what your customer buys, when they buy it, and you can also log your samples in there. And it'll remind you to follow up with your customers. Hey, you sent this person a sample last week, follow up to see how they like it. You can put notes in it, like Christina said. This person doesn't like baking. And then anytime you go in to send a sample, you can say, oh, shoot, she doesn't like baking. I'm not going to send her. Does that make sense, you guys? And it is free. I think it's 3 months. I think it's, yeah, 3 or 4 months. And then after that, there's a free version. I was going to touch on it later, but since you mentioned it, I'm just going to elaborate. There's a free version that you can use, but it's not as detailed if you pay the $7.99 for it a month, which it's totally worth it, because literally, like she said, it's your secretary. It's AMI, and you can find it in your app store. And if you're new, make sure you go log in and claim it. Like Christina said, if you're new and you're not using it, you need to jump on that. Does anybody else have any questions for Christina? Unmute yourself and go ahead and ask.
I have a question.
Who is that?
I know you said you could, it's Selena. I know I'm all dark, I'm in the car. You said you do raffles in the VIP. That's one thing that we've kind of like been confused about. Are we allowed to go ahead and do raffles in there?
So one of the things that I do a weekly Wax Wednesday post, and I keep it pinned to the top of my group page. And anytime that they post it and they tag me, all they have to do is post it on that link, and they'll get like an entry into a raffle. And what I do is I do a wheel spin, and depending on how many people have done it throughout the month, I might do one prize, I might do two prizes. It's just to get them every week changing their wax, get them used to doing those types of things and rewarding them for doing it. And usually I do like one of the scent of the month bars because I'm already getting it every month. So that's, I gift it to them as a way of saying, thank you, keep doing it, keep changing out that wax and getting the scents changed in your home, because you don't want them getting too used to the same scents also, because then they also their nose is going to get too used to it. You know,
Right.
They're not going to want to venture out to other scents.
That's good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And on that raffle question, Selena, we are not allowed to raffle off product. Like, oh, buy a $5 ticket and be entered into a raffle. If you want to give something away for free, you can do a raffle, like room spray. Oh, I'm gonna freebie Friday today, Friday, a raffle. This is a personal special, so you cannot post this on your website, I mean on your social media, but in your VIP you can raffle off without purchase. Because if you're making a purchase and it's considered a pay to play, which is a huge thing right now that people are doing, and you can't do that. So it's a personal special, and it is walking the line, you guys. It's a very, very thin line. You need to be careful with that. And I'm hesitant to even say that in here, but your VIP group is supposed to be, I'm trying to be careful with my words. Your VIP group is supposed to be to spoil your customers and da. You're not technically supposed to post a personal special because it's still on social media on your VIP. You just gotta be careful with walking that line, period. And make sure there are no other consultants in your VIP group. They don't need to be in there, period. Like no offense to anybody, but I don't let anybody of you guys in my VIP group. Once you join my team, I kick you out. And you know, if you've been my team, I kick you out of my VIP group. Not that I think you guys are going to do anything, but it's just, you have to protect your business at all times. And that's what it is. It's only for your customers. Okay. Any more questions for Christina?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions for Christina? That was very good, Christina. Thank you so much. And now I know you know your stuff, and I'm gonna pick on you all the time. Like, hey, girl. Okay, so our next speaker I'm super excited about because she's been with us kind of towards the beginning, and she's just a rock star. And it's gonna be Marie Perez, and I'm going to find her in my thingy. I have it. There you are. Okay, I'm gonna spotlight Marie. And she's going to share her expertise. So go ahead and go for it, girl.
Hi guys, how are you? So I do a couple things for my customers follow-ups. I do use Amy the app. So here it is on my phone. Basically what it does is, I pay for the subscription for Amy because it helps me more. It tells me what I can do to help my business, or how far away or how much I need to sell in products to get to my goal for the month. So I'm going to click on my to-dos, and I have one just for me, like what I have to do. So it's just saying that a music video and the latest update on Amy. But then it gives me 8 total things to do to connect with them. So right here, it's telling me I have to connect with a customer or one of my coworkers that just placed an order. She actually had a party with me last weekend. So everybody that ordered from her that weekend from her party is all on my to-dos. I do that, not only that, but like on my phone, every time I get an order for somebody and then I deliver it to them, on my phone right here, I have a thing where it says send a delayed text 1 and a delayed text 2. So 24 hours, I give them 24 hours after they get their order from me, I send them a message to see how everything is. The second one goes out a week later to see how the products are or if they have any questions. On that one as well, when I send it out, I tell them, you know, if you have anybody that would be interested in Scentsy, send them my way. I love referrals. Not only that, but I also have little cards that I send out. So these are the Scentsy scented cards. I put them in my orders with the customers and I have my kids sign them. Just a small thing. Not only that, but I also do monthly mailers with our flyers with the warmer of the month and the samples. I don't have no samples in this one, but this is an old one and I send them out to the customers. Not only that, but I just text customers on a daily. If I know a new scent is coming out and it's something that a customer likes, I'll text them and be like, oh, hey, like this new scent is coming out, or this is going to be the new scent for next month. Did you want a sample? Would you like to smell it? And then most of the times they say yes. Or a warmer. If it's a warmer of the month that's going to be coming out, then I'll text everybody, show them what the warmer looks like. And before the month ends, I already have pre-orders for the warmer that's being released the month before. I mean, I have Post-it notes. I keep them at my desk at work because then I'm always jotting notes down for customers or text messages galore. But other than that, I mean, that's all I really do to follow up with my customers. That's all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Marie. Yeah, she touched on some good stuff. By the time everybody's done, I'm not going to have anything to talk about. But I'm glad, because I was just talking to Raina about this because I want you guys to be training, because you guys are showing that you guys are so knowledgeable and I love it. It makes me so happy. Does anybody have questions for what Marie discussed? Go ahead and unmute yourself if you do.
I do.
Who's that?
Vicky.
Vicky. All right, go for it, Vicky.
Is the Amy pretty savvy to learn? Like, I mean, is it easy?
Yes, I found it easy. I mean, once you set up your profile with Amy, once you set up your profile with Amy, it basically it's all right there at your fingertips. So it tells me I have 11 orders. This is my PRV for the month. And then it tells me I've sent 24 messages this month. And I mean, my to-dos, not only that, but like if I were to go to my goals, it tells me how many products I have to sell to hit that goal. So, I mean, it's pretty easy. I like it. And not only that, but it gives you an Amy link where they can shop off of directly from your website. So if you click on items, like a lot of the items are right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sure.
Oh. Also, every time a customer makes a purchase, 24 hours later, that purchase updates and is in your Amy. So you can see that as it goes. It updates every 24 hours. Does anybody else have any questions? Marie, I like that you have your text. That's one thing I was going to touch on, how you text them when they get their order, then a week later. So that's good stuff too. Anybody else questions for Marie?
I have one.
Who's speaking?
Can you hear me, Heidi?
Heidi? Okay, go for it, Heidi.
Yeah. Okay. Is that from the Amy? Is that printable?
Not, I don't know if it's printable. I mean, but if you screenshot it, I'm pretty sure you can print it from your phone.
Okay.
What do you want to print, Heidi? Like the breakdown of everything that you're doing?
That would be great, just because I'm writing down everything. But if it's easier to like do like a printout of it, and she says something about a section of having the goals on there, it would be awesome if I could just print that out.
Marie, can you find that out and then post it on the team page under the comments when I post this video?
Yeah, I'm looking into it right now, actually.
Okay, awesome. If you get the answer before, then hey. Okay, any other questions for Marie? And thank you,
Real
Marie.
quick, I just wanted to ask about the delay text. Sorry, this is Karina.
Okay, go for it.
The delay text, how do you set that up? Marie?
I will, it's in one of the settings from your phone. Hold on. You have to set it up through one of the settings in your phone, but it's through, I don't remember. I'll have to let you guys know that one later.
Okay, so you have homework during the rest of this live. Try to find that out for us, please. Okay,
Will.
any other questions for Marie? Okay, we are moving on. And I was so excited about this. I was telling my daughter, because she was here earlier, I'm like, we're gonna have our first Mr. train tonight, and we're gonna, I'm gonna come to Miguel. Miguel is going to share with us tonight what works for him, for his customers. So we're gonna go ahead, jump on, Miguel, your turn.
Hi everyone, how are you guys doing?
Good.
So I just started like 6 months ago, and first of all, I didn't think I was gonna sell anything. So it was surprising to me to see how many people actually reach out once they found out that I was selling Scentsy, especially at work. Since I told them that I was starting to sell, the first day I got my kit, I took it over. Everyone was excited to see it. And even when the new product came out, the new scents, right away people ordered. So that's how I usually keep up with customers. I let them know what's coming out. I try to do samples as much as I can. And the last month, actually, that was my first time that I reached my PRV was 2,000. I was so excited for that. So Wendy had posted a post on the Facebook, on the OC, to see, to try to get more PRV, and it actually helped me a lot. Once I told everyone at work that I was trying to do a special to get more PRV, everyone jumped in. Like, I was surprised, and even like family members. I'm just nervous, and that actually helped me.
Good.
And so, yeah, I just try to reach out to them and see if they need anything, let them know what's coming out, give them the flyers. I usually sign up for the warmer of the month, and they get to see what's coming up, and they ask questions, try to give them samples. And yeah, that's pretty much what I have been doing. I haven't been, a consultant just 6 months. So I'm learning as well as I'm going. I like to see everything that you guys post. So, great ideas, see what I could do. And actually this weekend coming up, actually going to a golf tournament. So there's going to be 76 golfers. And the past week, actually this week, I've been trying to do like goodie bags, try to put samples, catalogs, and hopefully I could get more customers that way. I've been posting videos, people are actually reaching out, asking questions, and that's what I've been just doing on my own, and it's been helping me, especially if I post something on Facebook. I actually posted when I got the Billings warmer. I posted a video on Facebook, and a customer actually, a friend of a friend, actually texted me, and then she was like, oh my God, I really like the valence warmer. How can I get it? You know, what's your website? And actually I was surprised because sometimes I think that people just don't even watch or they just pass the video that I posted. But no, now I see that if you post, maybe not everyone's going to see it, but at least 1 or 2 person, and maybe they'll like it and they'll reach out. And that's how I got another customer purchasing the valance warmer. And I was not expecting that. So just try to post and just see what you guys post. You know, that's pretty much it.
Miguel, I have a question for you. So you said you have 76 golfers that you're making goodie bags for. What is your plan to get engagement from them and not just give them their goodie bag, but how are you going to stay in contact or get their information? Do you have a plan yet?
Actually, that is a good question. But I haven't really thought about it. But I mean, I could go ahead and do that and talk to everyone. I know I'm also actually doing 3 other gift baskets. So hopefully like that, I would also get customers if they have any questions. I'm going to try to put like a booth, and, you know, if they have any questions, I'll let them know, you know, I'm going to be here pretty much all day, and, you know, I'll give them my information. It's going to have my business card. You know, anything that they, you know, have questions or anything like that, I'll be there and try to help them out.
Okay. Since I'm kind of figuring, Miguel, that it's kind of going to go fast, right? They're going to be kind of coming in real quick. So you're not going to be able to talk to every 76 of them more than likely. So what I would suggest, something that kind of just popped in my mind right now, on that goodie bag that you give them, somebody mute, please. Somebody's on, their mic's not off. Okay. What I would suggest in that goodie bag that you're going to do, have something with an incentive for them to text you. Text me for $5 off your first purchase. And then that way, now you got their information there. Hey, just text me this code for free samples. So now you got their phone number. That's just a thought. There's tons of ways you can, but I'm thinking everybody's going to be kind of rushing in.
Yeah. And I didn't think about it because it was just like at the last minute that I was like, oh, I should do this. And, I mean, I knew about the event, and, you know, the person that's gonna actually doing the tournament reach out to me and to my partner and say, hey, you know, we wanted to see if you could donate something for the tournament. I know you sell Scentsy, you know, that'll be a great opportunity for you even to get customers. And until like a week ago, I was thinking like, you know what, this could be like he told me, it's a good, you know, opportunity for me. And at first I was not even thinking of doing any goodie bags or anything like that, but I'm like, why not do it? Why not take that chance and see what happens? So yeah, I'm gonna definitely take, you know, what you're saying, and I'll go ahead and do that as well.
Also, I think they're probably going to have some type of PA system. If they do, I would ask her, hey, can you mention, hey, check out your goodie bags and make sure that you text Miguel or something like that. However you guys word it. But yeah, I would try to connect, because you don't want to just give samples in hopes that they, you know, because some of them are going to forget about it. But give an incentive, text me for $5 off, or text me for a free scent circle, something free. They're going to be like, oh, okay, let me text this guy, you know? So I don't know, try it. Also, you guys, Miguel is an amazing social media person. He posted this picture on I think it was in our November sponsoring challenge. And I was like, dude, that looks like a professional photo. I'm like, hello. I think it was the harvest one. And I was like, everybody's like, can I use this? Can I use this? And I'm like, okay, he needs to be like a stager or something.
You know what? And that's just the kid. I mean, you should see, it's an apartment. I have so many warmers. Literally everyone asks me, how many do you have? And I'm like, I try to count them. It's like, at least I have, it's the kitchen, the living room, and the dining room. It's an open space. So basically I have like 9 warmers going on. So I try to fix as much as I can, you know, try to decorate. Like this next week, I'll be off all week. So I'm going to start taking everything down, start putting my Christmas stuff, and, you know, start to decorate. That's one of the things that I enjoy doing.
Okay, well, we'll wait for photos. Thanks.
No problem.
All right, well, thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Miguel? I was hogging up all the time with him. Sorry. If you do, unmute yourself. Go for it. And if not, we will move on to our next and last speaker from our squad. All right, thank you, Miguel. Very, very helpful.
I have a
appreciate it.
question.
Oh, go for it.
Welcome. Thank you.
Go for it, whoever had the
I
question.
have a question. What do you do, just a regular sample of wax or the felt?
Well, this is the first time I actually ordered the felt, so this is going to be the first time actually passing out those the felts. I usually, like I said, I do order the warmer of the month, and I just been passing the flyers and try to put the little sticker on the flyer and pass them out. And I mean, at least they could smell it, and if they have questions, or even like the coworkers that I work with, I usually try to take like a whole bar and pass it around so that way they could know and how it comes. You know, the scent usually might be stronger, or you know, it's just different. They need to see the product. That's why they have asked me to. 2 weeks ago, I had a gathering with friends, and they told me, oh yeah, bring your stuff. We could, you know, to trying to see if you want to buy stuff. And I didn't think I was gonna sell. And basically I sold almost $500, and it was great. So they rather see the product in person than in a catalog or, you know, a flyer. But it's, you know, I would say if you could show them, it'll be more helpful for you guys.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Go for it,
Yes.
Karina.
Miguel, do you have your goodie bag available, like that you can show us what's gonna be in it, or
Yeah, I
do you
could
have
show
it
you. I feel that it's kind of like, in a way, kind of plain, but like I said, it was kind of like the last minute.
Well, you're always gonna feel that way. You're
Yeah.
always gonna feel that way. But if you can show us your final
Yeah,
product.
I'm gonna get it right now. And also I was like, okay, it was the last minute. I should have just, you know, make labels, professional labels, I guess. I just handwritten them and,
It's okay.
you know, order the stuff on Amazon. And that's what I've been doing the past 2-3 days, trying to get everything. So right now the kitchen's a mess. I have everything everywhere.
You're being
so
real.
So this is what I came up with. So I did order the little bags and the catalogs. So it comes with, I'll show you here. So this is what I did. I just put the name washer whips. I should have put I guess the name of the washer whips.
That's fine.
And I also got the little small bags from the consultant store. And this is the little felt that I made. And here's the little bottle of the all-purpose counter clean. I ordered them on Amazon. So I did each label. And I actually stapled my business card to the book. So that way once they see it, it's right there in the front. It has all my information, my phone number, email, and my website as well. And then just added a little bit of confetti on it, as you guys could see. And I still need to do my baskets, which I'm
Thank you for sharing.
No problem.
You guys are brother and sister, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we
FYI,
are.
just for you guys, if you guys didn't know, they're a brother and sister duo. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Rihanna,
Miguel,
I just want to say something real quick. You don't get enough credit. And I just want to come out here and say thank you for all you do.
Right.
Thank
And
you.
even though I'm not really constantly on Facebook, but I am watching you, and I keep in mind all your advice, all the trainings that I've attended, or you know, just on Facebook or replays, they really do help. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, girlfriend. That means a lot, truly. Okay, does anybody else have anything for Miguel? All right, moving on. We're going to go to our last squad speaker, and then I'll close it out. We're going to go to Christiana. I text her and challenged her and she said yes, and I was so excited. I couldn't wait to get her on. So go ahead, Christiana, the floor is yours.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Okay, girlfriend.
I haven't been doing this that long. I started in May, so my list is not of VIPs are not too long for follow-up. So I am more of on a personal note with them, but I have been challenging myself to like go out of my comfort zone and like meet other people. Or when we go to the doctor's office, I take like a little goodie bag or something, and I do put like text me for information on my monthly theme box. That's what I was putting on some of the other ones because I did a theme box for the first time in October and it was better than I expected. Yeah. But so for follow-up now, I've just been like, I have a list that like, so I have VIPs that buy like laundry stuff every few months. So then like this month, I'm like, okay, there's a few of them that they're already out of laundry soap or they should be running out of laundry soap. So then I message all of them like, hey, I'm putting in an order. Are you needing laundry soap yet? So I just kind of try to keep track of what they buy a lot of, or like waxes, like did they already buy seasonal wax, or do they have the new warmer, or do they already have warmers, or have they tried something new like the diffusers or whatever. And then I came up with this, I seen it posted, I believe it was like I don't even remember where I saw the post, but they're these little, I'm going to make keychains for my VIPs. Like after they order, if they put a big order in with me, it's going to have my QR code and then Sense with Christiana or something like that. So everybody will start getting a keychain. And then for Christmas, I'm going to send these out to my VIPs.
I love those. Those are gorgeous.
Yeah. Seen them. I don't remember where I saw them. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally make these. And I was like, I'm going to start doing them. And I try to, I've been more like reaching out as far as like, hey, are you ready to party yet? Like, or you've already put so much in and orders, like, okay, so now you're ready to have a party so you can earn your free product or your half offs. And just following up, like to touch on what Berlin said, like I have had a couple of VIPs that like they've gone through something. So I'll message them like, hey, you know, I know that times are hard right now, or I've seen what happened, or I know what's going on, but I just want you to know that I'm here for you as a friend, or, you know, if you need somebody to talk to, because even in my own team, I'm from Cali Dreams. So even within our own team, like a few of the girls I haven't even met, but we've all reached out to each other and like, oh, hey, you know, I know you're going through something. And I think it's important just following up with your VIPs the same way you would with your friends. Like if you're going to check on them or ask them how they're doing. And like you said, right now, my list isn't out of control, but it's growing. So I'm trying to kind of be on top of like sending samples and sending thank you cards and stuff like that. Like even if somebody's done a party, like making sure that I reach out that same week that they got their order. Or when I deliver their orders, then the same thing, I follow up like a week later. Hey, how did you like it? Was everything okay? But that's about it. Sending cards, personal messages. Like I said, I really think that these are going to be more personal. Like, hey, she gave me a keychain, or I don't know.
You make those? Are those resin?
Yeah, I made them. They're resin.
You're so crafty. I love it. We might have to put a bulk order in.
Yeah, I'm doing these, and I do Mickey heads too. So some of my guests, some of my VIPs, I've given them a Mickey straw topper.
Oh, those are so
like
cute.
Just because. But I always make sure that to have my felt samples on hand, and taking stuff like to when we have doctor's appointments, like some of the nurses now, they've ordered from me. And so I'm kind of trying to grow like outside business as well.
Nice, girlfriend. Anybody have any questions for Christiana? Go ahead and unmute if you do.
Do you have any of those customers who purchase from you the laundry line? Do you have them join the Scentsy Club?
You know what? I've asked, and a couple of them there I'm getting, one of them wants to join the Scentsy Club for her laundry stuff this next month, she said. She said probably for December that's what she's going to start doing. And then I have a couple of people who have said like, oh, after the new year, I'm going to jump into the Scentsy Club because of Christmas shopping and stuff like that. So I just follow up with them from time to time and say like, hey, don't forget, you can still get your stuff through the club if you need it. And then you don't have to worry about having me call or you call me.
It's a good question, Vicky, because that's a consumable. So definitely. Anybody else have questions for Christiana? All right, we're gonna go ahead and cancel the spotlight. And I'm gonna jump in and we will finish like this. And okay, so as we finish, I'm gonna try to, the speakers touch on a lot of what I was going to talk about, so it's going to make it a lot faster. If you have questions, please unmute yourself and ask as I'm going, because I'm going to touch real briefly on some of the things that I feel for customer service and customer follow-up are important. So please unmute yourself at any time to ask a question, because that way, because I'm just going to fly unless you guys have questions, you know what I mean? So connecting with customers is so important, because that's how we're going to build our customer loyalty, and that's how we're going to generate the repeat sales. And the repeat sales are what's going to keep our business going. Our customers are the heartbeat of our business. Without them, we don't exist, right? We can't make money. We can't sell product. Who are we going to sell product to without customers? So taking care of them is huge, a huge thing. And we cannot ever be too busy for our customers to where we make them feel that they're not important. Because, for example, I have a customer that reached out to me about 2 months ago and said, hey, I have a Scentsy girl, but it's so hard to get a hold of her. And every time I text her, she tells me she's too busy to put my order in. And then when I do order from her, it takes months to get my order back. So can I just start ordering from you? So it happens, you guys. If we don't take care of our customers, they will go on to the next. There's too many of the consultants to not treat them like they're the only customer we have. And that's huge. We have to make them feel special. We have to treat them like they're our only customer, like for sure. A couple of people that spoke tonight touched on treating them more than a sale. Like, we should be following all of our customers on social media, either on Instagram or Facebook. Why? Because somebody else touched on it. We have to be engaged with their life. Like, if we're texting a customer and their dad just died, oh, hey, do you want to place an order? How insensitive of us, right? And we're not psychic. We don't know everything, but we can make the effort to be able to connect with these people on a deeper level other than just a transaction. And when we do that, we build that connection. We build that bond that Berlin was talking about with our customers. And we're able to know, oh, hey, she says she's having a baby shower. What if we pitch it and say, hey, girlfriend, what do you think of giving fragrance flowers away as gifts at your baby shower? You know, I notice your daughter's having a baby, and congratulations. And let me just throw this in. If you have one of your best customers and they're getting married or they're having a baby or something, a big point in their life, send them a gift. You guys, we can use our host credit and send them a free gift. Send them a baby shower gift. Doesn't even have to be Scentsy. Send them a bit. Does Babies R Us even exist anymore? Send them a Target gift card. Send them something that lets them know that they're more than a transaction, and you're not just sending Scentsy. I send flowers to my customers. I send if they have a loss or if they're experiencing a graduation, I'll send a graduation gift to my best customers. So if we can connect and we can get to know them if we're following them on social media. You don't have to follow them on both. Pick one and then just watch their life and scroll, like, comment, engage, so that they feel that they're part of you and not just a transaction. I wrote all these notes when I was sitting there with my grandkids. I was watching them a little while ago, and I wrote so messy because I wasn't. Okay, so what I just mentioned about gifting them. Okay, so some of us say, you know what, I don't have a lot of money to gift my customers. Okay, that's understandable, 100%. a handwritten note with their order tied with you can go to Dollar Tree and get a spool of ribbon. A handwritten note. Thank you so much for supporting my business. My family thanks you. Write that note. If you don't have money for a hole puncher, stick a freaking pen through the paper so it creates a hole. Tie that ribbon through it and put it on the bag, so it looks decorative, just like that. That's less than $1 for all of your customers. Buy a pad of paper and write something, a thank you note for them. But let me tell you this, we're constantly closing parties, right? And most of the time, they're not hosted parties. They're orders that we're putting in, that we're building and accumulating host credits with, right? Because most of us open a party on the 1st and we let it stay open the entire month. And at the end of the month, we have host credits. 75% of my host credits are used to purchase product that I am going to gift my customers. 75%. Why? Because you guys, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. You know, okay, here, bars here and there, I'll stock up for myself. But honestly, I have like, hey, Anthem. Okay, give me a hug. I love you. Say hi. All right, baby. I'll see you. Drive safe, okay? Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Shut the door, Aiden. Thank you. Okay, so I buy circles. I buy dryer discs. The dryer discs, I take the 2 out. I give 1, you know, per customer, per order. I don't give the whole box. I buy room sprays. I buy all of that stuff with my host credit. And then I gift that stuff with people's orders. I'm not spending the money. So if money is a factor to where you're like, I can't spend all that, use your host credit. And I understand if you're new, then you're trying, okay, well, I'm trying to build my inventory. Okay, girlfriend, build your inventory with that 25% and plant that 75% seed so that your customers feel like, oh, I'm going to stay with this guy or girl because she spoils me. That other consultant doesn't. She just gives me my box and I'm done. You know, she didn't even gift wrap it. Make it special. Use that 25% of your host credit to build your own inventory. And the rest of your host credit and half off rewards, get stuff to gift your customers. So you're not coming out of pocket. Does that make sense, you guys? Yes, no?
Yes.
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 Okay. You don't need to spend money. You can even go to Dollar Tree and get the holiday things that they have and tie them to the bag to make it Christmassy. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. We need to have a system in place. iOS, I guess I'm not. I spoke to a couple people today and yesterday about systems. I was kind of like, okay, this person doesn't have a system yet. Wow. You know, and they've been in the business for a year. And you know what? It happens. It's okay. If you do not have a system in place for your customers right now, you need to put it in place. I know we're busy. I know, you know, we have a truckload of stuff, but it takes one day. One day, tell yourself, I'm putting aside to build my customer system so that the rest of my business time is easy and I don't have to go fumbling. Okay, where's the bag? Where's this? And what do I do? That's overwhelming us. That's going to burn us out. If we have to fumble and shuffle around to put goodie bags together because we didn't prepare our own systems, then that's going to make us dread when it comes time to reward our customers. And rewarding our customers should be the fun part. It should be like, oh, I'm so excited to gift them this. I'll show you guys this in a minute. I'm so excited to see, like, these should be on deck, you guys, this stuff that I'm going to show you. But it comes with having a system in place, and it's going to take you being intentional to build that system, because if you haven't, you're probably overwhelmed. You're probably fumbling. You're probably looking through stuff, trying to figure out who bought what, when, why, who. Come on, guys. If this is a business, which I think that you guys consider it some type of level of business, if you're on this training on a Thursday night, then make this easy on yourself and take the advice of who you've heard today and put a system in place. If you guys are not collecting the following information from your customers with every order, name, address, phone number, email, birthday, you are doing yourself a disservice, because you input that stuff in the workstation, and Scentsy sends free marketing emails every single month, and every release, Scentsy is sending that to your customer. Don't tell me you don't have time to collect that stuff, because when they're turning in your order, you say, okay, here's your total, girlfriend, go ahead and send me your name, address, phone number, email, birthday, and I'm going to put you in my system so that I can take care of you on your birthday and to make sure that you get all the goodies and the samples. Everybody wants free samples. They're going to give you their address, they're going to give you their email, they're going to give you their phone number and their birthday, because they want free stuff. Okay, so if you, okay, and let me say this, if you already have customers in place where you forgot to get it, okay, you only have their address, send them a letter, type it up, hey, I just wanted to follow up with you. I'm just trying to update my customer base, and I would love to include you in my free samples. Can you please send me your email and your birthday so I can celebrate you on your birthday? Text it to this number, and then they'll start texting you. I've done that, you guys. When I first started, I didn't get emails. I didn't get address. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get, and I made it hard on myself. So go back, make a date. Put a day to get your system in place, and then make a day to go back and get those customers' information that you're missing. And then the next, after that, it's already taken care of, and you move forward and you just collect from there. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Now you're going forward and you're getting the information needed. So building a system from the moment the customer purchases, now what? Right? Okay, so the customer purchases, a couple people talked about this, but I use a system that Chloe Cox put in place, and the system I had before that, it worked, but it wasn't as efficient. So Chloe Cox put something together, and I'm actually going to share that link when I post this training. But she made a customer mail out log that looks like this. Looks crazy and scary, right? But it's actually not. It has the customer name and the date that you mailed out their thank you packet. When you don't have to do it my way. This is how I do it. When the customer places the order, 24 to 48 hours from that time frame, I send them out a goodie bag, and I'm going to show you guys what I put in it. Okay, and the reason that I do that, because now they made their purchase, right? Okay, and they probably already forgot about it, right? So 24 to 48 hours later, they're going to get, probably by the 72nd hour, they're going to get a goodie bag in the mail, like, oh, how cool, this girl sent me something. Oh, my order, it should be coming in soon. So this is going to cut about 4 or 5 days off of their waiting time, because it's average what we tell our customers about 10 business days, right, for their order to arrive. So this is cutting it in half, because now they're getting goodies, and now they're anticipating their order even more so. And now they're going to be, oh my gosh, I didn't know that sent. Oh my gosh, I should have ordered this. I'm going to call this girl, whatever, right? So 24 to 48 hours, I send out my goodie bags. It has how much their order total is. And then in the little boxes, it says, did you send them a catalog, a product list, a showcase brochure? The next box over, it says thank you card and snap and share, or snap and share sticker. I'm going to show you that. Most of you guys are already using that. The next box over, did you send them a scent circle, car bar, vent clip, scent pack? Next box over, did you send them Scentsy Fresh counter? It breaks it down to what you're sending them. Why is this important, you guys? It's important because, hold on, somebody's trying to come in. It's important because you want to know what you are sending them so that you can follow up with them. And this is where Amy comes in as well, AMI app. You can log what you sample to them in the Amy app, and Amy will remind you to follow up. But if you're a pen and paper, damn it, paper type of girl, then, or guy, then you're going to want something like this, because like me, this is what I do. I want to open up my planner and I want to say, okay, last week I sent this girl a catalog with a scent circle and blah, blah, blah. And then it says, did you send them VIP information, join information, party information, referral info, flyer specials, and full-size product? You guys, this is huge, because we want to know what we're following up with them for. And then they're going to be like, oh, she remembered, she sent me that sample. Yeah, girl, I remember because it's on my paper. Or yeah, because Amy reminded me. You know what I mean? So this is a huge thing that I use as the very first day of the month. I have this. Am I going blurry, you guys? I feel like I'm blurry. Okay, whatever. every first day of the month, I print this out and put it in my planner, and every single sale goes logged in there to make sure that I don't miss anybody. She also created a customer follow-up log. Okay, and it says customer name, order date, order type. Order type is if they ordered online, if they ordered through a party, if they ordered through catalog, came to your house to shop, something like that. Thank you card. Did you send them a text, a call, an email, or Facebook message within 24 hours? Somebody touched on this as well, saying, Marie, that she has a text that she sends within 24 hours. You guys, it is so important. They don't get that from Target when they go shop. Oh, thanks for stopping in at Target. No, girl, you don't get that. You're gonna get that from us because we appreciate and we're a small business and you're supporting our family. Do you follow them on social media? Yes or no? If you do not, reach out to them. What I like to do on Facebook parties, which I have one at 8 o'clock tonight for a launch party. I have a girl joining tonight. I'm going to, well, I would, if she wasn't joining, I would friend request every single guest so that I can communicate with them. So make sure that's how you get them from the beginning. What's their favorite product or scent? Was the order delivered or received yet? And then when? And are they a new person, or are they a referral? Are they in your VIP club? And are they in the Scentsy club? Okay, guys, so that's important too, right? So you might think like, oh my God, that's a lot of information. It's not a lot of information if you're logging it each customer, each purchase. If you wait till the end of the month to do it, then yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Bulk sample log. Christina talked about this, her and her group, Rebecca's group, they do a sample making night as a group, which is totally cute. I love it. This basically, I make samples one time a month, you guys, for my customers. And it's usually the first week of the month, but I've been swamped and all my stuff barely came in. If you could see my mess over here, it's a bulk sample. So, wax scent and room spray, felt and scratch and sniff stickers, counter clean, fabric fresh, and then as I'm making it, I'm checking it off. And somebody said that on here too, be ready so that you don't have to make all these samples each order. No, have them in a bucket. Let me show you guys. Already made. Like my wax sample thing. I have wax samples already made so that when I'm making my goodie bags, I always have like 10 to 20 goodie bags made because I'm constantly getting orders either online or however, people coming to shop. I don't have time to make these every single time. So have bulk sample at the beginning of the month so you can save time the rest of the month. Yes, it's going to take one full day. Yes, it's probably going to be like, okay, so pick a date, have a glass of wine or beer, whatever your thing is, and just make it fun. Do it as a group like Rebecca's group does it, or do it with your family. Have your family helping. I know Rebecca does it with her kids and they help label and they help make it fun. Okay, so if you're bulk sample, then you just literally go to each little bucket, grab your stuff and put it in a little baggie. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking so fast. I'm trying to hurry up. Okay, so then we also have a Scentsy Club form that Chloe I have to update mine. I didn't do mine this month. Whoever's in your Scentsy Club, you write it down. Then it says, how much is their club total? How much is it in PRV? How much commission is it? What frequency is it? Are they doing the always get my bar? Are they doing a whiff box? Are they getting a brick? And it's important to know this, you guys, because you want to make sure that they know all the perks of the Scentsy Club, and they're not going to know unless you train them. That you're basically training them, like, oh, hey guys, did you know you can add a brick? It's a perk for Scentsy Club when you hit $60 in sales. Somebody else mentioned it too, VIPs. I think it was Christina. My VIPs are my Scentsy Club. I do have a VIP Facebook group, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to train on that next week on how to start it and build it and what to do, what I do, but do what you want. But my Scentsy Club people, they get a full size product every single month, a room spray, a bathroom spray, some type of full size product. Plus I'll do like some kind of facial product and candy, because that is instant PRV for me every single month. I want them to keep going with me. I don't want them to cancel. I want to have sales that are coming while I'm sleeping. Does that make sense? When I wake up one morning, I have way more PRV because those Scentsy Club orders are processing that night. and I'm sleeping. That's how we want to work smarter, not harder. So we need to spoil the people in our clubs. If you don't yet, it's okay. And if you don't have the money to do full-size product, figure it out. Do a bag of samples or something every month and send them goodies somehow like that. Okay. So that's the system that I use. Sending thank yous. I have like all these notes. So they have something to talk about. So, okay. You guys, I need glasses. So Marie mentioned how she does her text 24 hours and then 3 days or something like that. I do 3 days after purchase. I will message them and I will say, hey, Vanessa, how do you like your order? I'm just checking in. Is there any questions you have? Anything that I can help with? I do not ask for another sale. I just want to know how they're liking their product, make sure they know how to use their warmer, or if they have any questions. Oh, I love it, girl. Thank you so much. Or, oh, I haven't tried it yet. Okay, great. And then later, 7 days later, I follow up again and say, hey, girlfriend, just following up, checking to see if you need. This is when I ask again for the sale. Just checking to see if you need anything. Did you want to add any bars? Did you know that we have this or blah, blah, blah? So that's 7 days. You don't have to do it like I do. You can do 2 days, 24 hours, however, whatever. But I do 3 days check in and then 7 days follow up asking for the sale. And then I do every 30 days, I reach out to my customers. Every 30 days, it's either by email, by messenger, by text, some way, however I communicate with them, Instagram message, something like that. Every 30 days, and they're like, oh, I don't need anything this month, thanks for asking. Or, oh yeah, you know what, I need bulbs, my warmer if we're not asking our customers if they need bulbs every single month, we are doing a disservice, because I have learned in the 3 years that I have been with Scentsy that some people will just not use their warmers anymore because their bulbs went out, and instead of calling or texting and asking us, they just put it to the side. And I'm like, hello, I'm just a call away. But it's my job and your job to follow up to make sure that they have what they need. Ask them if they need refills on whatever. Your customers can build your network for you, and this is where referrals come in. It's very, very important to ask your customers for referrals, because they can build your network. The word of mouth is huge for our small businesses. Word of mouth and them getting people to buy from you or referring you or have a party from you, all the stuff, you guys. So inside my goodie bag that I give with every single order looks like this. These are 6x9 clear mailers that I get on Amazon. Okay, and this is the back. Inside, I put a little quote motivational card. I put a tag and share because I want them to tag me. I want them to share what they're getting, because then that's going to be like, oh, that girl sends that stuff to him when he buys, or, oh, I'm going to start buying from that girl. My Scentsy girl doesn't do that, and then I put the little testers that are no longer in our bags. I put them like this, and inside I give them directions on how they use them, because I used to put these in the bags without saying anything, and they're like, oh, are these lip gloss? I'm like, no, girl, we don't even sell lip gloss. Why would I send you Blue Grotto lip gloss? But it looks like lip gloss. It doesn't look like what, anyways, but so I'll include directions on how to use it. I'll put a set.
I have a quick question on your that's Ariel, on what you put on there. I know that I've seen a couple people like warm them with like a pot of water, just like on top of like a pan. Is that the best way to do it, or is a microwave better for them to be able to?
Don't ever use wax in your microwave, ever in the history of ever. It will cause a fire because it's warmed at a certain temperature. That's why it's not flammable. When you put it at different temperatures, the product inside of it can catch fire. And I learned this the hard way because nobody told me when I first started. Your food will begin to taste like that wax because it's in your microwave. One time my daughter was like, Mom, this tastes like wax. And I'm like, what? But it did. So on mine, I put, thanks so much for your order. Place the tester upside down in your warmer for 10 minutes, then toss the plastic piece out and enjoy your sample.
Okay.
I'll post a picture of this just for wording wise so you guys can get an idea. But before I did that, they didn't know what it was. But I wouldn't do it on the pot. on the stove. And I only do that when I'm bulk sampling and I don't want to use my warmer for different ones. I'll just literally put them on there. But for them, no, just put something in there, make it cute. I put a little face mask in there. You guys, they have them at Dollar Tree. I don't get them from Dollar Tree because I don't want people to break out. But I get them from like Amazon and the little bulk packaging for the face masks. And then I'll do a scent circle. These are things, scent circles, guys, that we should be getting every single time we put an order in. Get your scent circles for free, and those are what you're giving your customer. And then I'll do a little gummy bear pack. And then I love referrals. That's what I was just talking about, you guys. Ask them for customer referrals, and then ask them to share on social media. Okay, so this is not only gonna they're bragging about you, and then you could even say, hey, if you post it, I'll send you a free sample. Take care of them and they'll take care of you, and that's huge, you guys. I don't think I need to touch more on Amy. I think you guys kind of understand it for the most part. You're only going to learn how to do it by getting it and working on it yourself. There are Amy trainings, AMI, on YouTube, and I think there was one that Jen Cross did on OC Sense. I don't use Amy majority of the time, you guys. In all honesty, I have a free year. It's sitting there, and I don't really use it because I'm a paper girl. Like, I have to have paper in front of me. So but I have it, and it's a great tool. I used it for a long time. I earned a free year, and then I was like, oh gosh, this doesn't work for me. What works for you is what you need to do. Don't worry. Okay, so you got this training from Miguel and from Christiana and Christina and Berlin, and who was my other one? Marie. You got that from all of us. Take pieces that work for you and implement a system. Who has a system in place? I want to know. Don't be embarrassed if you don't. I just want to know if you have a system in place. Thumbs up, thumbs down. A lot of you have your cameras off, so I can't see. Aida's like, well, kind of. I know Ariel's like, kind of. Okay, you guys, this night was specifically made to give us the courage and the want to put a system into place so that we could take care of our customers, because if you don't, it's going, anybody overwhelmed when it comes time to packaging up goodies for the customers? Honestly, I know I was when I had to put my orders together, my stuff was everywhere and I had nothing ready. It was overwhelming. Take a day, and I want to hear about it. You guys can text me or message me, whatever. I want to know what you're doing on your day to put your system in place. Make your life easier by taking one day to put your system into place. I will upload all of these papers in Squad Goals tomorrow because I have a launch party tonight. I will upload it all tomorrow. Marie will give the information she was going to give. Miguel, can you upload any type of images or stuff from your goodie bag that would be helpful for the team? Because I know you shared that and they're interested in that. I will upload stuff that I have here and from Chloe's training. I mean, from Chloe's, Chloe Systems. And then I will also include the link to her training because I would like you guys to watch it from start to finish, because she breaks it down how to use everything in there. So I kind of touch base on it real quick because we're going over the time limit that I wanted to be on. But does anybody have any questions in regards to anything that I just shared or something that popped up that any of the 5 shared before me that you want to ask?
I have a quick question.
Go for it.
It's Gina. On the testers that you give out, like, does it matter that they're testers and we no longer offer?
No, because they'll ask, and sometimes they'll come back in the spring and I'll say, hey, if they message me, hey, can I get that sent? Yeah, girl, I'm going to put you down. It comes back usually in spring. I'll let you know. So now you got them by the tail, like, okay, girl, she likes that. And you put that in your notes. When this comes out, I'm going to message that girl. That's one of the purposes of that. Most of these scents come back next season. And then you can put it in their Scentsy club because it's going to go away again.
So I have like a quick cheat that I found out. I'd make a lot of my labels with Avery. And I started doing to where there's 30 labels on one sheet. So I'm doing like 30 scent samples of that one specific one. So I can just print it all out really quickly and then just pop the labels on. So it's kind of become like a thing where I make my own labels and then I have them on here and it has my information. That one you can't really see, I guess. Maybe this one will help better. So, and then I kind of will just change the colors up maybe just a little bit, but I always have, you know, my information. And I've noticed that when I do them like this, it makes labeling a lot easier and a lot funner when it comes to me not having, because I don't have the best handwriting. So I want to make sure they have all the information, like what it smells like, my name, so on and so forth. And people seem to like those. I just kind of had to explain in one of my live videos, hey, you know, put this in your warmer with the felt samples, because they were like, oh, it smells really good. What do I do with it? I'm just, don't eat it, you know, but, you know, put it into your warmer. But Avery is a wonderful cheat if anyone needs to do like really quick samples, or if you're doing them in bulk, like Miguel was talking about doing them for all the golfers. That would be like a really quick way to do it too.
Yes, thank you, Ariel. Avery is awesome, and it has every template they have available in there, so it makes it even easier. Anybody else? Question, comment?
I have a question.
Go for it, Heidi.
So I'm sorry for the music, but I need the ladies room so bad. So I started doing rideshare, and I've been able to sell some of my supplies that I already had by simply having the product in the car, like the scent for the fabric, and then the scent circles. But I was thinking, is it okay, or is it allowed to put something like in my back seat that would have like my business card and a book or something that would be there at all times? Like, is that allowed? So it's like, that's my office space in my car.
Yeah, you do a lot of, Heidi's like got her hands in a lot of entrepreneurial things. So Heidi, it's technically, this is a fine line again too, because same thing with my Etsy shop. I cannot send like scent circle thank yous with their orders because I'm combining businesses, and that's against Scentsi's protocol. But it's a fine line. Like if you're not gifting them, if you kind of just put it there, then they're taking it on their own. If you're not gifting them, then that's that fine line, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's a fine line though, because it's a different business that's exposing them to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not supposed to, like I would have access to hundreds of people every single month because of Etsy, but I can't. It's not worth me losing my business to get an order, you know?
Okay. Yeah, because I use the product in my car because I love the product. And so they've asked me like, oh, where did you buy that? And I'll let them know.
Okay, if they ask you, that's different.
Okay.
If they ask you, it's different. You're not putting it in their face. They're asking you. That's different. It's 100% different.
Okay.
Heck
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because I was thinking of like, I have other ideas in order to like help my customers, because I do get tips and it'll benefit me in that part. But I did want to make something like put my business card there and maybe a book that they can look at. But I wanted to check if that's allowed.
just like start playing with your scent circle in the mirror, like, oh, so they can ask about it.
Yeah. Okay. So I got my answer.
Thank you for that question. That might have enlightened somebody that didn't know about that.
Okay, thank you.
Rhea, I have a quick question.
Go for it.
Can you offer an incentive, like when I say incentive, like a gift for your Scentsy Club? Like if you're trying to gain Scentsy Clubbers, can you offer, I mean, like a goodie bag, but even like better than like the best goodie bag out there?
Private message, yes, you can. That you cannot post it on social media. It's a personal special.
Okay.
You cannot provoke anybody to purchase from it for a gift.
Okay.
That's out of compliance, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But personal text and message, yes.
Okay, great.
Not in a VIP group either.
That's the fine line of social media, but it's private and it's yours. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? All right, you guys, I am so excited. I want to hear about your systems. Please let me know. And Miguel, please let me know how your golf thing goes. I'm so excited about that. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. All this stuff will be uploaded probably tomorrow, you guys, because I literally have a launch party at 8 and I have to reset my mind for that. And then after I'm turning off my brain. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I believe you guys all have my phone number, but put these into play, you guys. And I wanna hear what comes out of your customer system that you make stronger or you put in place. And thank you to the 5 that shared tonight. It means a lot that you guys stepped up to the challenge, and it's really showing that you guys are invested in your business, what you've shared today. And if anybody has anything else they want to share, please go on the Squad Goals page and share it at any time. We welcome you guys. It's your page. I do it for you guys. I don't need it. I want to do it for you guys. So you guys take ownership and post stuff, share stuff. It's your page too. So anybody else?
Thank you, Ree.
You're welcome. All right, guys, have a good night. I'm sorry it went a little long. I tried to keep it at an hour, but we had some great shares tonight, so I wanted them to shine. But all right, guys, have a good night. And if you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll get back to you tomorrow probably. Okay, good night.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.